Welcome back, everybody. My name's Cyancraft, and this is Minecraft. I really hope you enjoyed last episode where we made the mini-game. Skee-Ball is probably my favorite arcade game of all time, and I really wanted to bring it into Minecraft, so I'm glad I got the opportunity to do it, even if only sorta. But today, I'm over here at my freshly built map section, and we're going to be building Gill. Now, for those of you that don't know, you don't tune into stream, don't whatever, that's okay. But Gill is the rogue in my D&D campaign, so I thought it would be a lot of fun to bring my D&D campaign characters from playing Curse of Strahd into Minecraft as the playable characters. So everyone will have different abilities, different gear, different all kinds of stuff to reflect how they would in D&D, and Gill is the rogue. I didn't want to do me as the rogue because, well, I'm me and nobody gets to be me. Over here, I have collected all the different resources, and we are ready to do my first ever bit of map art. But this is a lot of shulker boxes of items and gear, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and get started. It's gonna take me a while. So I think I'm actually going to stream this. Now, the video has 100% come out well after the stream, so I guess you can't watch the stream of me doing it. But I typically stream Mondays and Thursdays from noon to 3 Eastern time. I would love to have you join. I think it'd be a lot of fun, and I'd love to see you there. So please, come check it out. And with that, let's roll the time lapse. Well, now that we have that built, I really think I need to show you an aerial view, because after getting all this done, I have such a newfound respect for people that do a bunch of map art. Because, this is insane. This is around 6 hours of building to get this map, and I love it. I love the way it turned out. It looks a little bit weird in the blocky stage because of the texture, but if I go up here and you'll squint your eyes, you can kind of see it better because it's desaturated. But I'm not going to make you squint your eyes too bad, as I already have it in map form. But I am super happy with how this turned out. Up at the top right, you can see the original illustration, and you can see the comparison between how it looks there and how it looks on the map. And I really just think this is as good as it could have possibly looked in Minecraft. Now, I'm just super excited to start on the redstone, but I can't really start on it yet as I don't have the location to build it yet. I'm wanting to wait for the Pale Garden before I really start to work on Curse of Strahd, because I can't think of a better biome for it. When it does release, I may end up having to use commands to manually set the biome, because I don't know that I'm going to find a Pale Garden big enough to build all of Barovia in. I won't be using the commands to change the blocks in the biome, pretty much just the atmosphere and the desaturation and things like that. I'm hoping I don't have to use commands. I'm hoping I can find one big enough, but just in case. I think I may be in desperate need for a terracotta farm, because this took so much terracotta, and I really don't want to keep stripping out entire mesa biomes. But I think more importantly than a terracotta farm is going to be a sand farm, because I'm trying to mess with villagers as little as possible this season, and I am going to need glass. Now, in order to make this happen, we do have a data pack on the server that allows husks to drop sand when killed. Outside of wandering traders, this is pretty much the only way to renewably get sand. So because of that, I need to make a gigantic husk farm. Now, people don't typically farm husks because in vanilla Minecraft, there's no reason to. Just farm zombies. But I specifically need the sand. So because of that, I need to go to the desert. So let's head on over there. and let's get this farm started. Welcome to the desert. I have done a little bit of brainstorming, and I need to explain some of the issues that I think I'm going to have with this farm. Husks are different than most mobs. Most mobs spawn based off light level. Husks spawn based off light level, as well as they have to have access to the open sky, which means building a mob farm for them is a little bit difficult, and we're definitely going to make sure we're using looting 3, because we're probably not going to get that many husks. With this one, I'm also not going to be making the same mistake that I made with my creeper farm. Yes, I still want this to look pretty, but it doesn't have to fit into my area. So I built a little platform right underneath build height. Now all I have to do is expand it, make a killing chamber, make the entire farm, and make it work and make sure that it's efficient and good. Sounds easy, right? Progress update. I have the platform built, I've got everything measured out, and I did most of this through trial and error testing, and I realized an issue. It can't be AFK'd easily, because more than husks spawn. As a matter of fact, husk spawns are rare. Even up here, you'll get endermen, creepers, zombies, and everything, and it messes up the farm. But it's okay. I'll show you what it does, and then we'll see if we can fix it. I do have another solution, though. All right, it is approaching nighttime, so pretty soon we should get some mobs spawning in, and I can kind of there we go. A prime example of what I was talking about. We get spawns other than husks. I've got 2 creepers right now, and that's about it. But eventually, we're just going to assume that a husk will spawn, and we'll wait here for a little bit. And okay, there we go. We got a husk, and it's going to get attracted to those turtle eggs, and it's going to walk down. And I haven't tested it with the slabs, but I tested it with a full block. He should hop down. Wonderful. And now he's aggroed on me, and I can just sit here with my sword and hit him. The proof of concept works just fine. Like, the farm would work. But the issue is, there's no guarantee you're going to get husks. I mean, I had 1 spawn, and it's been, what, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, something like that. And I don't know, it just doesn't seem worth it to me. The other issue is, husks can only spawn at night. So if there's someone else on the server and they sleep, we can't use the farm. We're just AFKing for no reason. So if my math is right, and let's be honest, it probably is not, I'm going to get maybe 12 husks every 30-ish minutes, every 20-ish minutes, because the day-night cycle is 20 minutes. They can't spawn during the day. It's just, to me, I think it might be a better idea to go with my other option and possibly use some trial spawners. So I've got a trial chamber that I can go to that has husks in it, and I think we're going to go there and try to build another style farm there, because these mobs are just taking up all the mob cap, and like very few husks are going to be spawning. It's just not worth it. We are here at the trial chamber, and as you can see, this one has been heavily looted, so I don't feel bad going through and setting up the spawners here. Looking around, you can see there's a bunch of copper missing. Now, I may or may not have contributed to said copper being missing, but I don't fully care. It's a trial chamber and it needs looted. So now we need to take you, and not you. That one is a slime, so we won't mess with that one for right now. But we need to go through and convert all these to farms, so that way we can automatically get our sand. All right, I have set up a temporary little killing chamber. None of like the storage or anything else is that set up. This is just like the proof of concept right now. So basically how this works, the trial chambers, when they spawn, they don't recognize the fire as an unspawnable block, so they will spawn in there, and then the fire will just automatically kill them. Now, I need to set up the automatic item collection system, so that way I can test to see if I need the looting sword, I think I'm probably going to need it, so I'm probably going to have to change it, but I do at least want to test this version before I make any big changes. And last but not least, I'm going to need some powered rails so I can set up a minecart system to take me back and forth between these two spawners. I can probably set this up more efficiently and use regular rails, but I have more gold than I do iron, so we're just going to use those. Let me get one of my ominous potions. I think this is, I need Bad Omen 4 is what I've got right here. So let's drink this potion, which should reactivate these spawners, and they're not activating. So either I am too low or I'm moving too fast. I am moving too fast. Okay, so I think we're gonna need to stop this minecart at each drop-off location to give it time to cycle through. And they will eventually burn. I may need to put a slab on top of the spawners so that way the little guys don't run up top and leave the fire. They do take a while to... Oh. Okay, so that one generated a cobweb because of the weaving. I may want to update this to be a looting 3 farm instead of using the fire. Let me get a... Let me clean up this cobweb real quick. That and the looting 3 will give me more sand anyways. So let's see what we can do to fix this. In the meantime, let's go ahead and put these slabs on top while I'm remembering it. So it goes there. No. It goes up the top slab. There we go. And let's break this. And it's gonna go right up. Ow. No, baby zombie. Baby zombie. Baby zombie. No. Hate baby zombies. Hang on. I thought this trial chamber was done. It was not. Place that up. Place that up there. Ow. And get on fire. Now they can't go up top, and I still shouldn't lose any items. But again, I do think I want to change this to looting. So give me a second, and I'll go do some workshopping. I'm not going to say what that workshopping is because, you know, I may be wrong. But I'm going to get this done because I cannot keep going back to the desert to farm sand. Alrighty, I think I've got this working a little bit better now. If I hop over here into this little minecart, it's going to take it a little bit to spawn, but I can turn on my auto clicker right here, and it will now automatically kill everything. It takes about 45 seconds, and it takes anywhere from 30 seconds to a minute and a half to kill everything. So I think I'm going to just set it at a minute, and then I think I want to set my movement system to have it go off every minute. I think that will work. So 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, I guess, would be how I want to do it. And then that will allow me to basically move back and forth between each other, I think. Because I've got 2, and right now what I have to do is I'll do this, then I hit this, and then I come back over here. So I think I need to set up a clock to have these automatically switch me back and forth. And that will allow me to basically AFK this forever. I can just turn this off. I made sure to have these be mud blocks. That way I can still gather the XP and I still get all the resources down here, which is what we want, but that's good. So I can effectively just sit here like this forever. Which is what we want. The only downside is I'm gonna need a regeneration beacon, I think. So I'm gonna need to gather up some beacons, get regeneration, and possibly sharpness. I think that will allow me to get pretty much everything that I need. Because I shouldn't need anything else other than those 2. But this has turned out to be a pretty solid sand farm. Only downside about this farm is it only works every 30 minutes. But every 30 minutes, I am guaranteed, what is it, like, seven husks? So it generates a good bit of sand, and I like this because I can AFK it when other people are on. Having other people on doesn't cause this farm to break. I guess my other drawback of this is when you're in a minecart, you do not get sweeping edge. So it's a little finicky on killing everyone, but it is what it is. I think now, let's go ahead and make the clock that's going to turn these guys on. Alright, we now have the minecart hooked up to an etho hopper clock to send me back and forth. Should be swinging now. So ideally, this would be we're going back and forth. And again, it ain't gotta be perfect, but this will allow me to get most of them. And again, this is just designed to be mostly AFK. I'm not gonna kill everything perfectly, but this will allow me to make these two decently efficient, which is all that I really care about. And then we'll just flick that lever, and we'll be done. And honestly, for a quick and dirty build, I'm not too terribly upset with it. Like, are there better ways to do it? Sure. Is this the best sand farm you're ever gonna see? Absolutely not. No. There are better sand farms. I'm sure someone has figured out a way to do the husk farm from before. And honestly, if you know of a way to do that, I would love to get your feedback on that, because I am just kind of sick of dealing with it, and this is a fair amount. That's good for me. Like, I shouldn't need more than this. This is plenty. So now all I got left to do is, I think in here, I'm gonna build a beacon, so that way it's enough room that I can get all two of these and all two of these in here. And that should allow me to completely AFK these. My other reason for wanting to do it here is not only do you get sand, you also get a good amount of trial keys and other gear. I actually updated my... Let's fly back over to spawn real quick. I actually updated the key to my basement. It is no longer a baked potato. It is now a trial key. Which, I don't know, I think the key just fits better for the rogue vibe. I just think it works better, personally. I left my redstone box there. Gotta go back and get it. Hang on. Really quick, I would like to check my shops and see how they're doing. Honestly, I haven't checked if this needs restocked in a while. Excuse me? Oh, wow. Okay, so someone really needed shulker boxes. It's like, that's a little over 2.5 stacks of diamonds. Oh, that feels so good. I could go spend money. Thank you to whoever decided to buy shulker boxes. This will be restocked soon. I'm tempted to check the rest of my shops. There may not be anything, but, you know, it's worth checking. That'd be a negative on the gold. It is well stocked, though. The gold might be a little bit expensive. I may need to make it cheaper. We will see. And let's check over in the honey. The honey I physically can't make cheaper. If I make the honey any cheaper, I'll never sell honey. Okay. Yeah, well, at least the shulker boxes are making money. That's good, at least. But I think that's about all the time I have for today. But I didn't want to end the video just yet. I wanted to go through and talk about my plan for next video. I wanted to give you a little bit of backseat into what I'm thinking, and also maybe get some ideas for how I'm going to do this well. I want to begin terraforming this area. Oh, hello, Lena Rain. This lake is driving me nuts. I don't love the natural terrain of, like, how the sand is mixing with the gravel, mixing with the dirt and all that. I think it looks ugly, just to be blunt. So next episode, I think I'm going to start terraforming into the lake, into the river, kind of giving it a good vibe. I am a little bit stuck on how I want to do it, so if you have any ideas, let me know. but I've been wanting to do this for a while, and I think I'm finally ready to start terraforming into here, and then maybe even start terraforming like these grassy areas a little bit more, building up my hills, getting rid of some of the natural trees, and maybe replacing them with some custom trees. I'm not ready to build... That is so loud. I'm not ready to build this building yet. I'm still working on some ideas. But next episode, I really want to focus in and terraform some of this groundwork, terraform the lake, and then make this feel like a nice little lived-in area. So with that, I really hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for building a couple different sand farm designs with me. I know the first one didn't work out to be the best, but I appreciate you hanging out while we did it. And I was originally going to cut it and just show you the trial chamber, but I wanted to show you the kind of like the creative process, I guess, of, yeah, I tried this, it didn't work, and I'm going to show you why it didn't work. So with all of that being said, thank you so much for joining. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I can't wait to see you all next time. See ya!